A former Dallas City Council member charged with taking bribes while in office, Carolyn Davis, who represented Southern Dallas for years, pleaded guilty to the crime. Our Rebecca Lopez is in the WFA newsroom, and Rebecca, she wasn't caught just once.
Right. Carolyn Davis has been under investigation for several years, and sources say that includes wiretaps that included some conversations that they were able to capture. And when she was presented with all this evidence, Davis pled guilty to bribery. Here is what we know in this case. Today, she went before a federal judge and admitted she accepted $40,000 in bribes. Authorities say in return, she lobbied and voted for the authorization of a $2.5 million development loan to fund the Royal Crest housing project, and was promised a consulting contract after she left the council. They say she received some of the money in cash and other money was funneled through a nonprofit agency. The U.S. Attorney's Office also indicted Ruel Hamilton. They say he is the developer who allegedly bribed not only Carolyn Davis, but another council member who left office in August of 2018. Councilman Dwayne Caraway left office at that time after he too pled guilty to taking bribes in a different case. The U.S. Attorney alleges that council member took $7,000 from Hamilton. Public corruption cases have been a top priority for the Dallas FBI and the U.S. Attorney in the Northern District.
If you are a public official and you prioritize your own personal interest over your constituents, we will prosecute you, and we will also seek to prosecute those that are paying the bribes.
Ruel Hamilton's lawyer issued a statement today saying prosecutors make mistakes all the time. Today, they added to the list by staging a setup to a trap and then bringing charges against my client, Ruel Hamilton. People in the city know Ruel to be a pillar of the community, a fierce advocate for civil rights and fairness to working people, and an honest man. He pled not guilty before a federal judge, declined to say anything while leaving the courthouse. Carolyn Davis will be sentenced at a later date. She faces up to 5 years in prison. Back to you guys.
All right. Thanks a lot, Rebecca. Well, this case speaks to a larger image problem facing Dallas city leaders. 3 prior city council members have been indicted on corruption and bribery charges. Our political reporter Jason Whiteley's in the studio with what's behind all these scandals. Jason?
Yeah, John, this isn't complex at all. We have seen this happen, repeat itself rather, over and over for years now. Elected officials at Dallas City Hall take bribes in exchange for political support. And it's not just any official getting caught up in these. Often it's officials that need the money, ones that don't have lucrative backgrounds. That's the case for everyone on that screen you saw a moment ago. Let's go through the list here. Don Hill, maybe the most infamous at the time. He took bribes to support low-income apartments in Southern Dallas. Back in 1997, Paul Fielding got busted for trading political support for a business deal he was involved in, also on the city council. Carolyn Davis, you just heard Rebecca talk about, a guilty plea quite similar to Don Hill's. She admitted taking a bribe to support a certain development in her district. And of course, former Mayor Pro Tem Dwayne Caraway last year busted for this, accepting money from Dallas County schools in exchange for political support. Caraway has not yet been sentenced to federal prison. That is coming up. Bottom line, instead of getting in line behind everyone else at City Hall, certain organizations, prosecutors say, bring in bags of money to buy support from council members who could really use the cash. What can be done to prevent this? Certainly something City Hall will be considering, but in the end, it's doubtful anything can stop this dishonesty.